So you know how people just glaze over when they talk about data or like analytics? Well, data storytelling is the answer to that. It's basically a way to approach data to make it more interesting and more engaging so that people understand it and remember it. Now, I'm torn about this idea in some ways because I think that it takes the onus of understanding off of the listener or the learner or the reader, and it puts it back onto the creator. And this is why I think that the creators, these have a lot of power. This happens a lot when I am working with students or writing something, and I say a lot that like people don't actually say the thing that they're trying to say. So a lot of times we'll like use data in a presentation or something, and we allow the data to speak for itself. Now there's reasons for this because of course data is meant to be objective. So if you are not, narrating it, then it has more of the illusion of being objective. But of course we know that data full of bias and inevitably, so I'm not saying that's a bad thing necessarily. I'm not judging it, it just is. So in this way, at least though, if you can narrate or storytell your data to your purpose, then that's a good thing. And the example that I saw on a TED Talk was a woman explaining how she's a kidney doctor and how she uses data storytelling so that her patients can understand what's going on in their bodies. And I think that's a great idea. The danger, of course, is that this comes up in a conversation about AI and AI doing data storytelling. And now we have to worry about, what perspective and what end is the AI thinking of when it's telling the data story, right? So, this is like tale as old as time, right? This is what news does. It tells you about an event with a slant, right? But if we have AI doing that, and this is my big worry, there's people who think that AI just like tells you the truth, right? It searches the internet. It's a great resource. And depending on which resource or AI you're using, because of course ChatGPT 3 is just not on the internet. But the issue is with data storytelling is that you have a plot, you have an end goal in mind using that data to draw some specific conclusion. And then do you shape the data to fit that? AI is an expert at that, right? AI will be able to pick and choose which data will support your point. And you would probably have to actively make an effort to include the opposite opinion or, the drawbacks or whatever, the opposite. And will you? But also that would make your argument a lot weaker, and therefore, why would you?